as part of the Feast of San Gennaro. During that time, we have competitions. In the 15 years that Les and I have produced the Mario Lanza vocal competition, 6 of the winners have contracts at the Metropolitan Opera. 1 sings at La Scala, 1 at Royal, and 1 woman has actually started her own opera company. We'll hear about that later. The bottom line is that Les and I, over the years, have produced the largest outdoor opera competition in America, which gives young singers an opportunity to be heard, to be listened to be seen by their peers. Among the people who have most helped their performances and our ability to do these are 2 people who are on the stage tonight. And as soon as I walk over here and take the plaque, one moment. I'm delighted to introduce Bill Ronayne. Bill, step up to the mic.
Is the mic on?
Yes, it is. Bill Ronayne is the president of the Mario Lanza Society of America. He is president of the Mario Lanza Institute and Museum of Philadelphia. Because of Bill, hundreds of young performers have made their way into the opera world and have created lifetime ambitions of fulfilling themselves and having long-standing opera careers. He has done a tremendous job, and the Feast of San Gennaro is proud to honor Bill Ronayne, president of the Mario Lanza Society of New York and the Mario Lanza Institute. His mission has been to promote the legacy of Mario Lanza through events, lectures, and publications. Through his work with the Institute and Museum, a number of scholarships have been awarded in Lanza's name to aspiring vocal students seeking an operatic and concert career. He's been a great help to all of us and to the opera world. He is the best.
Thank you, Mort. I'd like to thank the Figli di San Gennaro for this beautiful honor. It's the first honor I've ever received. I discovered opera through Mario Lanza when I was about 7 years old. My parents told me, and through my parents' collection, my father's records specifically, I learned about Caruso and Corelli and all the great stars all the way up to today. I'm a regular now at the Metropolitan Opera, not as a singer, unfortunately, but as an attendee. The season's about to start next week. And this will go in my office at home with all the Mario Lanza memorabilia. I salute the singers that are singing tonight, and you're going to hear some really fine ones. And I thank you very much.
Thank you. And the next gentleman is truly a legend. Cavaliere Ufficiale Aldo Mancusi is known all over the world. Aldo, please. He is founder and curator of the Enrico Caruso Museum of America, located, where else? In Brooklyn! Brooklyn! He told his beloved wife one day that of the 4 floors of their home, the first 2 floors are a museum. With his own money, he has purchased a treasure trove of memorabilia, including many You all know, of course, that the great Caruso was a caricaturist. What you might not have known is that weekly, right where the Enoteca is, right here, there was a publication called La Folie de New York. And he would come over there, deliver his caricature, then go over to Grata Azora restaurant, where I'm told that my friends have had a wonderful meal tonight. They ate in the Caruso room, for it was in that restaurant that Caruso would come down weekly to eat dinner and sing. And it is in that restaurant that the legend, Aldo was the only man there who heard him hit a high C and shatter glasses. And that was in 1905. Aldo is a wonderful man.
He lies a lot.
He is a renowned Caruso scholar. He has cherished and promoted the legacy of Enrico Caruso through programs, lectures, and a treasure trove of Caruso memorabilia. He has preserved the recordings of Caruso, which have brought great pleasure to so many people. Let's give a big hand to Aldo Mancusi.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. I'm really proud to receive this. This will hang alongside of many others that I've received, but this is a special one because this is where Caruso used to come to eat. And we have several things I'd like to talk to you about. First, he mentioned already the Grotto Azura, the most beautiful restaurant, and in the basement of that restaurant, they have a Caruso room. And a very famous individual built that room.
I think his name was Aldo Mancusi.
Yes.
Very famous name.
Okay. We also have documentation on many facts about Caruso being here in Little Italy. And one of them I'm going to talk to you about because some of the store actually right on the corner here, Oliva's, is actually a relative of the person I'm going to talk about. You see, many years ago, there was a gentleman called Ernesto who had a restaurant. It was called Villa Manfredi. It was on 57 Spring Street, which is right here. And his wife worked as a waitress. When she became pregnant, Caruso used to eat there all the time.
5 minutes.
I only have 5 minutes, so I won't go into detail. But Caruso used to eat there all the time. And when he saw his wife becoming pregnant, he says, if you have a daughter, and you name her Dorothy after my wife, I will baptize that child. And sure enough, she has a daughter, names her Dorothy, and Caruso was of course, he and his wife both baptized that child. Now you say, who ever heard of this? Well, we have proof of this because the very child that was named Dorothy died last year, but she left me the birth certificate, her birth certificate, and I have it here. And if you care to see it later, come down and I'll show it to you. Caruso and his wife baptized this child. And he came to this part of Little Italy constantly because he loved the Neapolitan cooking. And this is St. Gennaro. And so I leave you with that thought. Plus, I want to thank the Grotto Azura for always inviting my people. I had 20 people one night came from Italy, and we had dinner there, and he was gracious enough to really do a wonderful job for my group. And I want to thank him, Frank, and I want to thank Mort for giving me this plaque, which I will cherish very much. Thank you all.
Before you sit down, when do you leave for Italy to open up the new museum?
How did you hear about this?
Everybody heard about everything you do. Your wife calls me weekly.
Yeah, she does. I got to find out about this. But we're only married a short time, my wife and I. Very short time. That's brand new. Aren't you going to ask me how many years? Am I glad you asked that question? It's only 62 years. 62. In any event, what was your question? Oh, we're going to Italy. I forget sometimes. We're going to Italy the end of this month to start, hopefully, to put together a Caruso museum in Naples. Now remember, I did exhibitions all over Italy. I did one in Naples for Borsellino, the mayor at that time, and that fell through. However, this time we have some very wealthy people in Naples, and there are some wealthy people in Naples, and they have put together an idea. They invited my wife and I to go there.